I want to say a few words to you about H.R. 6694. H.R. 6694 is necessary because in the housing rescue bill that we passed, there was language in that bill that negated seller-assisted down payments. Before that language, we had seller-assisted down payments through HUD for FHA loans. That bill had language that was placed in it on the Senate side that was in it when we went through the conference process. That became a part of the law that will become effective in October. This bill that we have today will change that, and it will allow persons who can afford a monthly payment, persons who could have a home but for the lack of a down payment. There are many such persons, by the way. There are many such persons, probably more than 1 million. The statistics are hard to ascertain, but it is perceived that we will help hundreds of thousands, possibly millions, if we can have this legislation passed. It is said that a rising tide will raise all boats. Well, it does, if you have a boat. If you don't have a boat, the tide does not impact you in a positive way. You will drown. This is the boat for persons who don't have down payments but who can afford a monthly payment. This bill, 6694, is designed to allow persons with credit scores of 680 and above. It will allow these persons to continue to receive seller-assisted down payments as was the case prior to the bill that was passed negating seller-assisted down payments. If you have a credit score of 620 through 679, you will have to pay a premium to acquire the seller-assisted down payment. That premium will be 3% of the balance owed at closing and 1.25% on an annual basis. This can be negotiated. My desire is that we go back to what we had, but I also desire to make sure we have something in place. The final bill has not come to the floor of the House. This is still in committee, and it still will be heard by the committee. So we have an opportunity to still craft and shape the legislation. But I do want you to know that what I have said to you thus far has been signed off on not only by the Honorable Maxine Waters, but also by other members of the committee. Christopher Shays, who is a Republican member of the committee, Gary Miller, who is a Republican member of the committee, and the Honorable Maxine Waters. They've all signed off on it. This bill will have bipartisan support because there are persons who understand that people need the opportunity to have affordable housing, and they need the opportunity to have a down payment so that they can purchase the affordable housing. Affordability is something that we are going to work hard to acquire. Persons with credit scores below 620, HUD will be allowed with these persons to shape a program that can accommodate them. That program may or may not have premiums associated with it. The bill also has language in it, thanks to the Honorable Barney Frank, language in it that will encourage persons to make their payments timely. Because if payments are made timely, you will get a refund, a rebate. You will get a rebate such that you will get refunded to you all that you paid above and beyond what you normally would have paid had you received the same type of loan as a person receives who has a credit score of 680 and above. That is an incentive not only for the person to make the down payment, to make payments timely, but it's also an incentive to get persons to understand how important it is to make the down payment, and it will give them the opportunity to get a rebate. I think that's a great opportunity for home buyers. It's a unique concept that we placed in this piece of legislation, thanks to Barney Frank. Finally, let me say that this bill is clearly what's needed at a time when our country is facing a housing crisis. We need to get more people into homes. We need more FHA financing because it not only helps the home buyer, it also helps the economy. People who have homes tend to be stable. They tend to spend money on the home itself. They spend money in the communities that they live in. there is a ripple impact of home ownership that we should not overlook, and we want to make sure that every person has a place to call home. I will close with this. At some point on the infinite continuum that we call time, the omnipotent, the omnipresent, and the omniscient will become one. At that point in time, we will all have to account for our time. And when we have to account for our time, the question will not be, Dr. Chavis, as you well know, the question will not be, how many millionaires did you lend money to? The question won't be, how many well-clothed persons did you offer a shirt to? The question won't be, how many persons with full stomachs did you try to feed? The question will be, what did you do for the least, the last, and the lost? Those who are least among us, those who are born into a legacy of poverty, those who are last, the last hired and the first fired, those who are lost in the richest country in the world, country where 1 out of every 33 is a millionaire, country where we spend $229 million per day on war. The question will be, what did you do for the least among us? This piece of legislation provides us an opportunity to face the creator of all of creation, which we will all have to face at some point, this is my belief, and be able to say, I was there to do what I could to make sure that those who did not have a place to call home that they could own, I was there to help provide a place to call home for them. I thank you, and I love you.